Good morning, traders. I'm Dan Pavlonis, Senior Market Strategist here at RJO Futures. Here to again talk about the currency markets. We have a couple of global things going on, same as what we talked about last week. The anti-incumbent established political change, seat change that we saw in the previous elections in the euro we're starting to see some of that follow through over in the U.S., where Cantor lost his seat in the last election, are getting onto this new ballot. So what we're seeing is kind of this anti-incumbent movement globally. We're seeing it in the Eurozone. The way that the Eurozone is set up, it's more or less a union, and a lot of these subject states or countries want to become more in control of their own purse strings, so to speak. So we're starting to see this anti-Euro movement, and the established political regime that's already in place sees this. So I think what we're going to see is a little bit more easing, or a little bit more comfortability to ease the Euro going forward. And that should strengthen the dollar. Long-term trend in the dollar is what we've been talking about for the last several weeks or several months. Is the long-term dollar trend is up. The long-term euro trend is going to continue lower. And I think at some point over the next couple of years, we're going to see the markets go from parity and then cross. I think the dollar will at some point be stronger than the euro, but that's more of a long-term outlook. Near term, we're just starting to see this slow but sure sell-off in the euro, and that's going to help their economy in several different ways. It's going to help some of the countries that have been getting hit the hardest with the stronger euro start to boost exports and import trade. And then it's also going to help us in the U.S. too, because once interest rates start to go up a little bit after we've continued to taper, maybe we taper down to zero. Maybe not, most likely not. When have we ever implemented something that we've taken away? It's a tool. It's going to remain in our toolbox. So long term, expect the dollar to go higher. Short term, I think that we're going to see a slow reaction. We're starting to see the stock sell off a little bit. So we're not going to see a major upswing in the dollar. But all in all, that's what I'm looking for. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Dan Pavlonis, Senior Market Strategist. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.